Hello everybody, welcome back to another Anatomy and Physiology live stream. How's everybody doing today? I hope you all are doing well. Hello, welcome back to another Anatomy and Physiology live stream. Today we are doing Anatomy and Physiology 2 for the HESI and TEAS today. We'll get started here in just a moment. How's everyone doing? Welcome in. I'm glad to see you guys here. I hope you all are doing well. We'll get set up here in just a sec. We'll get started here in just a moment. But how's everyone doing? I hope you guys are having a great Wednesday. I know summer semester is starting soon. I hope it's going, I hope you guys are prepared and ready to go. Welcome. We'll start here in just a moment. Hello, everybody. Welcome. I would appreciate it if you guys gave the live stream a like. We'll get it out to more people so we can help as many people as possible on their upcoming Anatomy and Physiology exams for the summer or HESI and TEAS. But I hope you all are doing well. Again, these are all posted to YouTube afterwards as well. Next week, starting on Monday, May 26th, we'll be going live every single day covering anatomy and physiology and just other topics that you guys request in general. Thanks for following as well, everybody. Welcome in. Thanks for the likes. Hey, Abby, how are you? I'm doing very well. How are you doing? It's good to see you in here. I hope you're ready for some anatomy and physiology questions. We'll get started here in just a moment. Just waiting on some more people to get in here so we don't get too many people left behind. But hello. Awesome, everybody. Let's go ahead and get started. Welcome to the live stream, everybody. My name is Ollie. I have a master's degree in molecular medicine, and I've been in anatomy and physiology tutor for 5 years. And I do pretty much go live every day. Starting next week on May 26th, we'll be going live every single day, covering anatomy and physiology and other topics that you guys request. We do pharmacology on Fridays, and then I do upload these to YouTube afterwards. My YouTube is linked in my bio, and then I also have my anatomy and physiology notes from when I was in the course, also linked in my bio here on TikTok. But we'll go ahead and get started here with number 1. Which chamber of the heart receives deoxygenated blood from the body? So if we draw our 4 chambers. This is how I always practice drawing blood flow through the heart. Draw my little heart with my little apex. Then we have our superior and our inferior vena cava. And that empties off into where? That would be the right atrium. Answer choice C. The left atrium over here takes in oxygenated blood from the lungs. The left ventricle pumps oxygenated blood to the body, and the right ventricle pumps deoxygenated blood to the lungs. Number 2, the mitral valve is located between the what? Mitral valve is located between the where? And hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Welcome if you're new here. My name is Ollie. Next week, starting May 26th, we'll be going live again every single day, covering anatomy and physiology. I love your video. Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. I do post these to YouTube afterwards. The other one from the other day is still uploading. I had some issues with the internet, so that was why. And I wasn't home all day yesterday. But number 2, the mitral valve, otherwise known as what? What valve is this also known as? Anyone guess? It is the bicuspid valve. So, the thing is you try before you buy. So, tricuspid valve before you bicuspid valve. So the answer there is going to be between the left atria and the left ventricle. All right? Makes sense? Number 3, which blood vessel carries oxygenated blood away from the heart? Away from the heart. For carrying it away from the heart. And hello, everybody that just joined. Welcome. Thanks for joining. My name is Ollie. I do go live starting next week on Monday every single day, covering anatomy and physiology and other topics that you guys request. The answer choice to number 3 is C, arteries. Arteries carry blood away from the heart, and that's not always. Most of them are oxygenated. Some are deoxygenated. There's some of the embryonic ones, umbilical, and then there's mainly the pulmonary arteries and veins. So the pulmonary artery is away from the heart. That's deoxygenated. Pulmonary vein is back to the heart. It's oxygenated. Veins are torward. And then this is where our exchange are occurring. Venules drain blood from the capillaries to the veins. So this is from capillary to the vein. Alrighty, moving on to number 4. The sinoatrial node, or the SA node, is responsible for what? Where can you find these questions to do ourselves? So I have some practice tests on my website. It's linked in my bio. This one in particular isn't up yet, but it'll be on YouTube to go back at your own pace afterwards. This is more so this is just review for the HESI and TEAS. Just review for the HESI and TEAS. But hello to everybody that just joined. Welcome. My name is Ollie. I have a master's degree in molecular medicine. I got an A in anatomy and physiology. I got 100% on my final exams, and I've been tutoring AMP for 5 years now. And I do go live starting next week, May 26th. May 26th, I'll be going live every single day covering AMP and other topics that you guys request. But since it is our natural pacemaker, so the SA node is also known as our natural pacemaker of our heart. So it is going to initiate the heartbeat. It initiates the electrical impulse. Perfect. Moving on, number 5. Which of the following blood components aids in clotting? Some with chemistry. Definitely send me a DM. We can definitely make some chemistry content. But we mostly do anatomy and physiology here. I have an EKG certification exam soon. Could I provide some practice tests and study guides? Yes, yeah, absolutely. I do believe one of the recent cardiovascular ones that I put on YouTube has some ECG questions on it. I'd have to double check, but I'm pretty sure there are some on there. I have to double check. Live started at 1 o'clock, and yes, I do tutor. Send me an email first, or send me a DM about tutoring. But number 5, the answer is D. It is platelets. Platelets, or also thrombocytes. These are critical for clotting. Red blood cells are going to carry our oxygen. Plasma is really just our fluid. White blood cells are going to be for our immunity. Number 6, pulmonary circulation carries blood between the what? Blood between the what? I have a quiz later about the heart. I'm scared. Don't be scared. You got this. Take the TEAS 7 tomorrow. And oh, gotcha. Good luck on your TEAS tomorrow. SA node is the natural pacemaker. Yep, it initiates the electrical impulse. Will I be able to do a lesson on EKG certifications? Yeah, we can definitely do something like that. Definitely send me a DM or send me an email. I do have practice tests on my website. This one in particular isn't there, but I have some other ones. And hello to everybody that just joined. Welcome. There's so many of you in here now. Thanks for joining, everybody. We're on number 6 now. Number 6, the pulmonary circulation carries blood between the B, it is the heart, and lungs. So pulmonary circulation carries deoxygenated blood from the heart to the lungs, where it can become oxygenated, and then it comes back. So we have our heart, our lungs, deoxygenated blood goes there, oxygenated blood comes back. Number 7, the thickest layer of the heart wall is the what? And hello to everybody that just joined. If you are new here, welcome. If you're not new here and you've been here before, welcome back. My name is Ollie. I have a master's degree in molecular medicine. I've been tutoring anatomy and physiology for 5 years now. I got an A in the class. I got 100% on my final exam. Starting next week on Monday, May 26th, we'll be going live every day covering anatomy and physiology just in time for the summer session. My practice exams have an answer key, and most of them have like detailed stuff. My YouTube is linked in my TikTok bio. I upload every single live stream to YouTube afterwards. And then all of my notes and practice tests are on my website that's also linked in my TikTok bio. But we're on number 7, the thickest layer of the heart is the what? Yep, all my notes can be found on my website, same as practice tests. All the practice tests have an answer key. They're the same ones from the live streams that people have requested I put out. And then most of them, I think there's only one that doesn't have like detailed explanations for like everything. But pretty much everyone will go over why they're right, why they're wrong. But number 7, the answer is B. It is the myocardium. The myocardium is that muscular middle layer. So being that it's muscular, it is responsible for our contractions. So A, endocardium is going to be the inner lining. Endo meaning like inside of. Pericardium is that outer sac. And then the epicardium is the outer layer of the wall. But it's not the thickest, it is the outer layer. So epi means above. Above. Endo means below. That can give away that it is the innermost layer, and epi giving away that it is the outermost layer, and then our myocardium is our muscular middle layer. Moving on to number 8, the function of hemoglobin is to what? The function of hemoglobin is to what? If I also miss a question, I apologize. Sometimes I write on my screen and I miss. Just feel free to repeat your question. I'm more than happy to answer. I just passed A&P last semester. Biggest advice is to study hard. Yes, flashcards are good. Taking mine tomorrow, not ready. Yeah, you got this. Good luck. Yep, and then peri, yes, they reminded me. So the sac that is surrounded, so peri means around. But number 8, the function of hemoglobin is to B, carry oxygen. Hemoglobin in red blood cells binds to oxygen. White blood cells destroy bacteria. Producing antibodies, those are the B cells of our immune system. Regulating pH, there's a buffer that regulates the pH. That's not hemoglobin's main role. Number 9, which gland is considered the master gland of the body? Which gland is considered the master gland of the body? Waiting on my final grades this semester because awesome. Hopefully they went well. I'm about to take my final for A&P right now. Good luck on your final. Good luck. Finish up my certification to go to radiology school after. This is extremely helpful. Awesome, thank you. Good luck in your radiology school. Congratulations. How long am I going to be live? So I go live between like an hour or two. So no like earlier than an hour. Starting medicine in September. Any tips? Study consistently. This is a big thing. Prepare before lecture. Go over stuff immediately after. Pretty much review regularly. Make sure it's all active. Just quick tips. Number 9, which gland is considered the master gland of the body? That would be our pituitary gland. The pituitary gland controls many of the other endocrine glands. The pineal gland regulates our sleep. The thyroid controls metabolism. And the adrenal gland responds to stress. And the pituitary has some hormones, releases hormones to act on these other glands to elicit some sort of homeostatic function. Number 10, the hormone insulin is produced in the IMP2. Yes, I do go live around the same time. Typically, it's 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I may go live again this week. I'm not too sure yet, but I will definitely, starting May 26th, I'll be going live every single day covering A&P stuff. They're always around 1 p.m. If they change, I'll definitely let you know. Esthetician student here. Awesome. Where can you get this review? It'll be on my website. I don't have this one in particular up there. I do have some other ones, and I also have the date that I did them, if you want to check them out on YouTube. The answer to the other question was pituitary. And if you miss anything, again, it'll be on YouTube afterwards. And then for number 10, insulin is produced by the pancreas, specifically the beta cells. In terms of the liver processes glucose, but it does not produce insulin. The pituitary, no. The adrenal cortex produces cortisol and aldosterone, so no. And then some other things. They all produce other things as well, but just for this purpose. But number 11, which hormone regulates metabolism? I think pretty much any hormone that regulates metabolism here. Yeah, I cover other topics aside from A&P. We do pharmacology as well. We do some chemistry, biology, pretty much just whatever gets mostly requested. How the schedule normally works is Monday, Tuesday are always A&P 1 and A&P 2, so topics like across. Friday is normally pharmacology, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, kind of by request. So we could go in detail in the cardiovascular system. We've done EKG stuff before. We could do skeletal system, things like that. My iPad, I have it actually linked on my website under recommendations. It's the second generation 12.9 inch. Some of this material is covered in the MCAT, yeah. What iPad and pen doing? So yeah, they're on my I have them linked in my website for Amazon. The exact ones that I use. But 11, which hormone regulates metabolism? That is thyroxine, which is also known as T4. The other one here that would have been the right answer choice is T3. Oxytocin is for move this out of the way. Oxytocin is for labor contractions. Milk ejection. Prolactin is milk production. So prolactin produces it. Oxytocin ejects it. ADH, antidiuretic hormone. This is going to inevitably retain water. So retain H2O. Alrighty, moving on to number 12. The adrenal medulla secretes what? The adrenal medulla secretes what? Any tips for someone starting nursing school? This is definitely up for the TEAS. Yes, absolutely. What time for Friday? It's not this Friday. It's going to be next Friday. This can be for pharmacy tech. There is some anatomy and physiology on there as well. This lecture will be on YouTube afterwards. It's linked in my TikTok bio. Number 12 is C. It is our epinephrine. Epinephrine. So the medulla releases epinephrine and norepinephrine. Cortisol is released by the adrenal cortex. So cortex, core, cortisol, core. That's how I always remember that. Also, aldosterone is an adrenal cortex as well. Insulin, this is from the pancreas. So that's why those ones are wrong. So epinephrine, norepinephrine, adrenal medulla. Let's move on. Number 13, antidiuretic hormone, or ADH, primarily affects what? And welcome everybody that just joined. Any specific information about pharmacy tech? Send me a DM. I was a pharmacy tech for 4.5 years, so I know quite a bit about the pharmacy tech stuff. Thank you, Yar, for the roses. But if you're new here, welcome. My name is Ollie. I have a master's degree in molecular medicine, and I do go live starting next week every single day, covering A&P, pharmacology, and other stuff as well. But today we're focused on A&P2 for the HESI or TEAS. This is great for anyone. It's great for anyone who has to cover anatomy, though, in general. Pretty much anyone that has to learn it. This is a great review for you. I do post every single live stream to YouTube afterwards. And then as well as my anatomy and physiology notes are linked in my bio, and my YouTube is also linked in my bio. We're on number 13 now. Number 13, our antidiuretic hormone, ADH, primarily affects, it would be our kidney water reabsorption. So ADH is going to increase our water retention in the kidneys. ADH would not directly affect heart rates. Answer choice C, blood glucose levels. This is achieved by insulin and glucagon. And then bone density, this is a parathyroid hormone, calcitonin response. Moving on to number 14, which hormone stimulates milk production in mammals? My first time here, I'm loving it. Awesome, thank you. But yeah, pharmacy tech was the exam was pretty fine for me. The exam was easy for me, but the job is definitely hard. It is not easy being a pharmacy tech. You might not remember me from last week. I definitely remember you, Queen Coco. I definitely remember you. Absolutely. You passed your anatomy and physiology 2 final with B. Congratulations. That's awesome. I'm so happy for you. That's definitely, that's a hard exam. So B is good. I think B is good. Congratulations. Just had these exact same questions on my midterms. Perfect. That's awesome. I do post these recordings to my YouTube, but yes. Alrighty, but anyway, like I mentioned a little bit earlier, prolactin is responsible for stimulating milk production. This comes from the anterior pituitary. And then oxytocin is going to eject the milk, not produce it. Estrogen is going to be responsible for some of our reproductive cycle stuff. And then ACTH, this is going to stimulate our adrenal cortex. All right. Moving on to number 15. Parathyroid hormone increases what? Parathyroid hormone increases what? And again, if you're just joining us, welcome. We are doing some review for the HESI and TEAS anatomy and physiology portion, specifically focused on A&P2. We did an A&P1 the other day. That's going to be on YouTube later. I just haven't uploaded it yet. This one will be up later today as well. Thanks for doing this. I'm nervous for anatomy and physiology portion of state boards. Awesome. Yeah, no, thanks for being here. I appreciate you guys being here. But thanks for all the follows and all the likes on the lives, everybody. You guys are awesome. But yeah, we'll be doing, starting next week, May 26th. Again, I want to keep repeating that. May 26th, we'll be live every single day, covering A&P. Monday, A&P1, Tuesday, A&P2, always. But 15, the answer is B. It is calcium absorption. So parathyroid hormone is going to, what we do here is we want to increase our blood calcium. How we do so is we increase calcium absorption in the intestines, and then reabsorption oh my goodness, I can't spell intestine right now. Intestines and reabsorption in the kidneys, also by stimulating osteogenesis. osteoclast activity, because osteoclasts, remember, they break down bone. That's going to release, when you break down bone, you release it into the bloodstream. Number 16, which of the following is not an endocrine gland? Is not an endocrine gland. So I'm just looking at some comments to make sure. I always forget the difference between reabsorption, or absorption and reabsorption. Please explain. So the difference between absorption and reabsorption. Absorption is the first time something is taken in. So that's the initial. Reabsorption is taking something back after it was already absorbed. So mostly, like, a lot of absorption occurs in your intestines and your bloodstream. Reabsorption is mostly after filtration in the kidneys, if that makes sense. So absorption is the first time, reabsorption is second. So this is our first, and this is our second time. Perfect. Thanks for the follows, everybody. I really appreciate it. The answer is C, liver. This is not an endocrine gland. The liver the liver is what our metabolic and detox functions are. They're not endocrine. A, B, and D are all they're hormone producing glands. So these all produce hormones. Number 17, gas exchange. Occurs in the what? Gas exchange occurs in the what? We're doing some Anatomy and Physiology 2 review for the HESI and TEAS, but also this is just fantastic for any sort of anatomy review that you may need. But again, if you're new here, my name is Ollie. I have a master's degree in molecular medicine. I've been tutoring anatomy and physiology for 5 years. I got an A in the class. I got 100% on my final exams. I took it in undergrad and graduate school. I upload these lives to YouTube afterwards. I have all my notes in my TikTok bio as well. And then starting next week, May 26th, we'll be going live every day again. I've just haven't been going live every day, as not many people. Some people are taking a little, have their little summer break before summer classes start. So, but next week a lot of people are starting back up, so we'll get started back up. I want to make sure there is plenty of content out there for those who have their accelerated programs in the summer. The answer to number 17 is C. It's the alveoli. This is where our oxygen and our carbon dioxide get exchanged. Or they get exchanged. A, B, and D conduct air, so they're a passageway for air, but they don't exchange gases. Number 18, the diaphragm contracts, so there's contracting and relaxing. So what happens to the diaphragm during contraction? Currently studying for my TEAS. Hello, yes, T, awesome. Good luck on your TEAS. You got this. When do you take it? I know a lot of people I think they take it like a lot of people take it like in June and kind of August, right? Is that when most people are taking it? I know it's kind of like a year-round exam, but like May, June, and August. Next week. Oh my goodness. B is inspiration. The diaphragm contraction. The point of this is to increase our thoracic volume, which increases the amount of air we can bring in. Expiration and exhalation, these are all relaxation. And then gas exchange, it's a mechanical process. But we contract our diaphragm to increase our thoracic volume, allowing air to go in. We lower the pressure. So when you increase the volume, you lower the pressure. So you can increase the air. And the opposite would be for relaxation. You decrease the volume, increasing the pressure, forcing air out. 19. Which part of the brain regulates the breathing rate? I have a bio and final exam tomorrow. Oh my goodness, good luck. I take the TEAS May 28th, June 18th. Oh my goodness, coming up, guys. I'm working on a HESI and TEAS, like, anatomy and physiology, like, study guide. Like a pretty professionally one. This template will be on my website if enough people request it. I do have other exams on there as well. The 13th of June, 5th of June. Oh my goodness, you guys got it coming up. Good luck, guys. I'm using my iPad. So that'd be nice. It's almost done, actually. I'm getting it graphically designed so it looks a little nicer and stuff as well. But number 19, the answer is B. It is the medulla oblongata. The medulla oblongata controls our involuntary respiration. The cerebrum is our voluntary, more so for like our thoughts. Cerebellum is our coordination. Hypothalamus is our temp and hormonal control. We talked about earlier that the pituitary gland was the master gland. The hypothalamus is referred to when it comes to hormones as the master regulator, if that ever comes up. Number 20, oxygen is transported in the blood primarily by I have my MP2 tomorrow. Awesome. Good luck on your MP2. And if I miss any questions, feel free to put in there. Sometimes I write on my screen, so I miss it. Best tip for Gen Chem, do all the practice problems. Like, go through your textbook and do them all. It's just like, that's the best way. Not everyone wants to hear that, but... Yep, go to my YouTube. It's linked in my bio, but my YouTube is my name. It's Ollie Herzig. Gen Chem, yeah, just do practice problems. Really, that's about it. Go to office hours, whatever you get stuck on. 20 is B, it is hemoglobin. So hemoglobin, we talked about earlier, hemoglobin binds to oxygen for support. Plasma carries some oxygen, but not much. C and D are not oxygen carriers. Number 21, what structure prevents food from entering the trachea? Practice questions for Gen Chem. Yeah, just do practice questions from Gen Chem. Like your textbook from class, redo them, just do a lot of problems. These problems, this one is not up on my website yet, but I do have other ones on my website if you would like some more practice tests. Number 21 is C, it is the epiglottis. It's that like flap of tissue that covers the trachea when you swallow. The uvula is going to prevent food from going to your nasopharynx. I think that's how you spell it, right? Yeah. Yes. Larynx is our voice box. Pharynx is just a passageway for air. Oh, I kind of gave away the next question. The voice box is the larynx. It houses our vocal cords. A lot of people get larynx and pharynx mixed up sometimes. Pharynx, again, that's just the passageway in your throat. Larynx, the way I think about vocal cords is like when people warm up their vocal cords, they're always like la 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 la. And that starts, la la, like, la la la. Starts with an L. That's like if you have a trouble with that for the reason. Number 23, the tiny hairs in the nasal cavity that help filter air are called what? The difference between... we'll go over the difference there in a second. We do some chemistry here and there. Yeah, we do. We do some practice questions here and there. 23, the answer is cilia. Cilia trap and move particles out of our airway. The villi are in the intestines. So they have different functions. So our cilia, they function for movement. So the cilia and the hair, they help move your mucus. Basically, they help trap particles up and out of your lungs. Especially also that you have them in your nose to get mucus out. When it comes to villi, these are like the fingerish projections. They're mostly in your intestines, but these increase surface area for absorption. So villi are going to increase surface area. Cilia are going to increase movement. Hopefully that makes sense. Number 24, where does most nutrient absorption occur? Where does most nutrient absorption occur? And hello to everybody that just joined. Welcome in. Thanks for being here, everybody. If you have been here before, welcome back. This is borderline drop dust. I'm so sorry. I know. I went to the museum yesterday and I saw a bunch of human bones and stuff in the museum, and I had flashbacks to anatomy and physiology, bone identification, lab practical. It was not good. But welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Ollie. I have a master's degree in molecular medicine, and starting next week, May 26th, we'll be going live every single day, covering A&P and other topics that you guys request. Just in time for the summer semester. I do upload everything to YouTube afterwards, and then all my notes are linked in my bio. And I will be taking requests and everything. I know next week on Wednesday we have skeletal joints and stuff. Any requests as well. We do pharmacology sometimes. But we're on number 24 right now. The answer is C. It is the small intestine. So the small intestine, mostly in the jejunum. This is where we absorb the most nutrients. The stomach is going to be mostly for protein digestion. Large intestine is for our water absorption. Esophagus is just our a passageway for food. Number 25, the enzyme amylase begins the digestion of what? Currently studying test out of AMP2, working on my master's now. Awesome, congratulations. Did I do microbiology? Yes. I don't know if I'm supposed to answer is it bad to wax nose hairs? I mean, it's not inherently bad, but it can definitely be risky because your nose hairs are what's going to protect you from, trapping dust and bacteria and allergens and stuff. So waxing them, pulling from the, root, you would leave, you would kind of damage the skin around there as well, which would lead you to susceptible for spending. But in terms of if I should, but practice questions are on my website. I would say I would advise against, but again, I don't give advice like that normally. The answer is 25 is C, carbohydrates. So amylase, we have salivary amylase, which begins it in your mouth, and then we have pancreatic amylase, which breaks it down in your small intestine. Proteins is done by pepsin, lipids by lipase, nucleic acids, that's nuclease. Number 26, which organ produces bile? Produces, not stores. When we do probably next week, if anyone sends me some DMs with topic requests, or an email with a topic request, I'll be posting a video on Sunday, kind of asking for topic recommendations if anyone wants anything. If you put in a comment, I will definitely take the most popular ones and we'll make a live stream out of it, and whatnot. But Monday and Tuesday are typically AMP1, AMP2, so we go over all of the AMP1 topics, AMP2. Friday is normally farm. And then I take requests Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and whatnot. The answer to number 26 is B. It is the liver. The liver produces bile. It emulsifies fats. The gallbladder stores and releases bile. It does not produce it. The pancreas provides digestive enzymes and insulin. Stomach is more so acid and enzymes, not bile. But bile is going to emulsify fats. Basically, it makes them into like droplets for something like lipase to come and break it down further. Just makes that process a little easier. Number 27, the main function of the large intestine is... my website is Medzeg. It's also linked in my TikTok bio. I don't have anything on nuclear medicine just yet. But yeah, we'll be doing like TEAS reviews next week and everything. Yes, for sure. But if you are new here, welcome. My name is Ollie. This is MCAT practice. This is more for HESI and TEAS, but anatomy and physiology is on the MCAT, so this is definitely helpful. A lot of people who have taken the MCAT have said that they've used these live streams to study for it a little bit. So yeah, it'll definitely help you as well. A&P lab, definitely labeling, a lot of labeling, practice questions, pictures, know the pictures, practice labeling all the time is how I did well in lab. Number 27, the main function of the large intestine is water absorption. So large intestine absorbs water from the digestive food from the small intestine. This is what's going to compact your feces. Protein digestion occurs in the stomach and small intestine. Lipid breakdown in the small intestine and acid secretion in the stomach. So stomach and small intestine. I normally put SI, breakdown, small intestine. Number 28, which structure connects the pharynx to the stomach? This is Good Notes. I'm a physician, but I still enjoy these. So nice of you to help out. Oh, thank you. I'm glad that you still enjoy them. That makes me very happy. Thank you. That made my day. You guys always make my day. Thank you guys so much. But again, these all get posted to YouTube afterwards as well. Again, next week we'll be going live every day. Please send me DMs or emails with topic requests. I'm more than happy to do them. The answer is C. It is the esophagus. It's a good thing to know the entire pathway from your mouth to your, pharynx, larynx, to esophagus, to stomach, small intestine, the parts of the small intestine, large intestine, and whatnot. The esophagus is going to transport food from the pharynx to the stomach. Trachea connects the pharynx to the lungs. The duodenum is the first part of the small intestine, so this is the first small intestine part. And the larynx is part of the, more so for respiratory system. 29, which part of the digestive system secretes hydrochloric acid, HCl? Excuse me. I'm using the second generation iPad, 12.9 inch. So second gen, 12.9 inch. I have my pen and my iPad. I have the link to the exact one in my website under recommendations and other textbooks and whatnot. Yep, we can do some cardiopulmonary anatomy. Yeah, absolutely. Fixed to start nursing school after being hospital CNA for 10 years. Awesome. That's awesome, Allie. That's awesome. This is for the HESI and TEAS. This is just review for A&P 2. Yep, we can definitely do some biology as well. The answer is D. It is the stomach. So this is done by the parietal cells. It secretes hydrochloric acid to aid digestion. Mainly, it helps digestion, but it also converts pepsinogen to pepsin, which is the active form. This is the active enzyme. This is the inactive. 30, the gallbladder stores, as we just talked about a little bit earlier, the gallbladder stores. The gallbladder stores what? And if I miss any questions or anything, I apologize. Sometimes I write on my screen and I don't see it. So if you have a question and I miss it, feel free. I'm taking my certification test for medical assistant next week. I officially found you earlier. Oh, good luck on your medical assistant. What time, days do I do my lives? So next week, starting May 26th. Normally we go live every day. And it's typically around 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That does change depending on work occasionally. It does change depending on work occasionally. But typically, every day at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be releasing a schedule for it as well that you can follow. But it is bio. We kind of talked about it a little bit earlier. The gallbladder stores bio. It gets produced by the liver. Insulin is produced by the pancreas. Glucagon also from the pancreas. Enzymes are mainly secreted by the pancreas. Number 31, the functional unit of the kidney is the what? Hormones are another. Yep, we'll definitely be doing hormones. MCAT on Friday. Oh my goodness, good luck on your MCAT. It's definitely one of the hardest exams. I always hear my friends who are in school right now for medical school are always like, at least I don't have to take the MCAT again. And I'm like, that's so valid. The answer is B. It is a nephron. Nephrons filter blood, and they filter blood, which is going to form our urine. And a functional unit is the smallest structure that allows a certain organ, such as the kidney, to do its function. The ureter carries urine from the kidney to the bladder. The glomerulus, which some people mistake this for, this is part of a nephron. It's part of a nephron. And it's not the whole thing. The renal pelvis is what collects urine. Number 32, urine is carried from the kidneys to the bladder by the, kind of just talked about it, was the ureters. So the ureters, so if we have our kidneys and our bladder, these are our ureters, and this is our urethra. Ureters carry urine from the kidneys to the bladder, urethra from the bladder to the external environment, which hopefully that's a toilet. The loops of Henle, which we talked about, those are going to, as part of the nephron that would concentrate the urine. Number 33, what structures filters blood in the nephron? Structure filters blood. If I miss any questions, let me see. I know nothing about this subject, but I'm here for fun. Awesome, Maddie, thanks for being here. Yes, they're similar. They were a little hard, but this is mainly just for review for that exam. Yes. But if you are just joining us, welcome in. We're doing some review for Anatomy and Physiology 2 for the HESI and TEAS. But also, this is just great review if you have to learn anatomy in anything. So, medical assistant, pharmacy tech, undergrad. It's just good review for you no matter what. Specifically more designed for the HESI and TEAS material that's covered. But that's just kind of what it's modeled after. But my name is Ollie. I have a master's degree in molecular medicine. I've been tutoring A&P for 5 years now. And starting next week on May 26th, we'll be going back live every single day again. We'll cover A&P 1 on Monday, A&P 2 on Tuesdays, Pharm on Fridays. And I take requests as well for stuff that you guys want me to cover in live streams. as well. And then every single live stream gets uploaded to my YouTube, and my YouTube name is just my name. It's Ollie Herzig. And then I also have all of my practice tests that I have available on my website, linked in my bio. And then all my A&P notes and other notes and whatnot are also available on my website. So everything that you want from me will be found there. 33, the answer is B, it is glomerulus. It's a capillary network. This is where filtration of blood begins. The loop of Henle is going to reabsorb water and salts. So, reabsorb H2O plus salts. Our collecting duct is going to transport plus concentrate urine. And then our renal pelvis is going to collect the urine. Alrighty, let's move on to number 34 now. Which hormone increases water reabsorption in the kidneys? Increases water reabsorption. Oh, I could have used this a week ago. Oh my gosh. So my anatomy quiz is on this weekend. Awesome. When am I going to post this live? It should be later today, as well as the one from Monday. I didn't get a chance to post it, but it is processed. So this one and my one from Monday are going to be there as well. It should be up later tonight. So AMP1 and AMP2, do I do microbiome? Yes, I do. I'll be doing live streams on that. Send me some DMs on some microbiome topics that you guys want to see. We'll definitely do that. Thanks for all the likes as well. I passed my anatomy and physiology 2.0 with a B. Oh, I saw that earlier, Queen Coco. Awesome. Onto the TEAS. Good luck. Good luck. Congratulations for passing. The answer is B. It is antidiuretic hormone. ADH, antidiuretic hormone. It promotes water retention by making the kidney tubule. So, kidney tubules, essentially increasing the permeability. So promote water retention. So water reabsorption, increasing water reabsorption is going to promote water retention. Aldosterone increases sodium reabsorption. So aldosterone is going to increase the sodium reabsorption. And water follows sodium. But so it would be indirectly. The direct one is antidiuretic hormone. This is what acts directly. Insulin, regulates glucose. Cortisol will affect metabolism and their stress response, but not necessarily on this. Number 35. What is the correct order of urine flow through the urinary tract? Can this up with ART registry? Yes. For your radiology tech exams, yes, absolutely. It's anatomy and physiology, so starting anatomy next month. Super nervous. Don't be nervous. You got this. Just be confident in yourself. You got it. Just keep consistent with the material, and you definitely got it. But number 35, the answer is B. It goes from the kidney to the ureter, to the bladder, to the urethra. A lot of people get ureter and urethra mixed up. I have this little diagram up here. Remember, our ureters carry it from the kidneys to the bladder, urethra from the bladder to the outside environment. Number 36, the renal cortex contains what? Copies of this material. This one in particular is not on my website yet, but I do have other practice tests on my website. It's linked in my bio, and if you just go to the little tab and hit practice tests, there will be some other ones under there. So go take a look at some of those. They're from live streams, so you can also look at the live stream on YouTube as well. Do I do maths and TEAS too? Not right now. I'm not really focused on math and English. Mostly on just the science stuff and medicine topics is what I mostly specialize in. The practice tests do come with answers yes. Yep, they are good study. Yes, they are good. They are anatomy and physiology topics. So yeah, they'll definitely help you out. I do have Anatomy and Physiology, HESI and TEAS study guide specifically coming out soon. I'm almost done making that. Number 36, the renal cortex is C. Is the glomeruli. Give me one sec. TikTok wants me to basically say that I'm still here and active. I just got to do this little puzzle piece thing. So sorry, and then we'll get back. Perfect. Okay. So glomeruli. So these are other the nephron structures are in the renal cortex. The loops of Henle, the collecting ducts, and the renal pyramids. These are all in the renal medulla. So you have the medulla and the cortex. It's just mainly where the structure is. So the glomeruli will be in the cortex, and the loops of Henle, the collecting ducts, and the renal pyramids will all be in the renal medulla. 37. Which waste product is formed from the breakdown of proteins? From the breakdown of proteins. It's very good radiology textbook. I don't remember the name. If you send me an email or a DM after, I'll get the name of that textbook for radiology. In terms of the textbook, though, whatever your program wants you to use, though, is what I always say. That's what your professors are going to teach from, so. The answer is B. It is urea. So urea is produced from protein metabolism in the liver. So this is a waste product of protein metabolism from the liver, and then it gets excreted by the kidneys. All right. Glucose, that's from carbs. Ketones, these are our fat metabolism. These are our carb metabolism. Creatine is a little bit of muscle energy. Very interesting system. Number 38, lymph is most similar to what? Lymph is most similar to what? Fantastic is A, it is blood plasma. So lymph will originate from interstitial fluid. It has a composition that's very similar to plasma. Cerebral spinal fluid, CSF. That's going to surround your brain and spinal cord. Bile comes from your liver. Urine is a excretory product. Number 39, lymph nodes function to what? Number 39, lymph nodes function to what? Perfect. It's C. It is to filter lymph. So lymph nodes trap pathogens and foreign particles. Number 40, the largest lymphatic organ is the largest lymphatic organ is the. Which one is the largest? This is mostly for HESI and TEAS review. For AMP2 specifically, AMP2. The other day, we have 50 questions. This was done, we did AMP1 the other day. That one's also going to be uploaded to YouTube later, and then this one will be uploaded to YouTube later as well. So you'll see from me on YouTube, AMP1 and AMP2. Just know that the one from AMP1, they have the dates on them from when I do them on TikTok. It'll have May 19th. This one will have May 21st. My YouTube is linked in my TikTok bio, but it's my name. It's Ollie Herzig. I'm very close to getting monetized on YouTube as well. So I'd appreciate some watch time. I need some more watch time. 39 again was filter lymph. And if you missed anything, again, you can go back on YouTube and see. But the answer is the spleen. The answer is the spleen. So it's the largest one that filters blood and lymph. The thymus is smaller. The tonsils are smaller, and the appendix is smaller. But they're all important for, they all have immunity roles. The spleen in particular, though, is going to filter and recycle red blood cells, mainly the iron and the heme, which is going to help support like your immune function. Tonsils have a very localized immune role, and then there's very limited function immunity-wise from your appendix. But number 41, what type of cell is responsible for antibody production? And the thymus, Rose said thymus shrivels away once the kid meets maturity. Yep, yeah, exactly. That's pretty much exactly why. It's mostly active in childhood. Uh, 38 was A, blood plasma. The answer here is B cell. B cell. So think of antibody. B has a body in it, so B and a body, B body. So I always can remember that. T cells are for cell-mediated immunity. Macrophages are going to engulf pathogens, so they are in phagocytosis. Neutrophils are like our first responders. Those kind of get referred to as like the firefighters and ambulances of immune responses. They don't produce antibodies. 42, the thoracic duct drains lymph from where? The thoracic duct drains lymph from where? I like the way you teach. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I try to be a good teacher. Thank you. I really appreciate that. But if you are new here, my name is Ollie. I've actually been tutoring anatomy for about 5 years now. I have my master's degree in molecular medicine. I got an A when I was in a class, and both undergrad and grad school, I got 100% on my final exams. And I do go live starting next week. So normally we go live every day. We haven't been lately, but starting next week again in time for the summer semester, we'll be going live every single day covering A&P and everything like that. So A&P, pharmacology on Fridays, and other topics that you guys request. Am I going to be a doctor? I was currently applying for a PhD, but with funding and stuff lately, that will have to wait, unfortunately. But for now, I will continue teaching and doing these YouTube videos and TikTok live streams, trying to teach as much as possible. But number 42, the answer is B. It is the left leg. So the thoracic duct drains the entire lower body, and the left upper into our left subclavian vein. And the right lymphatic duct takes care of most of the right side of the body. So this would be the right lymphatic duct. All right. Moving on to number 43, the thymus is most active. Thymus is most active. Ollie's the absolute best. Thank you so much for you're awesome. Oh, thank you. That made my day. Thank you. You guys are really the best ones here. You guys are the reason I'm able to do this. So without you guys, I wouldn't be able to do it. So. But 43, the answer is during puberty. So it's most active during puberty. Before birth, it is not functional. And then thymus activity declines with age. So thymus activity declines with age. So the thymus is the most active in childhood and early adolescence or during puberty. Just to recap. 44, sperm is produced in the what? Random. What is it? Random. What was it? Random something. You're an amazing tutor. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I try. I definitely try to be. I'm always trying to work on teaching better and learning how to make things more engaging, and things like that. It's definitely the research that I want to do with my PhD. Just trying to make anatomy education like the most efficient as possible. Thank you for all the finger hearts, Ray. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that. 44. Sperm is produced in the seminiferous tubules. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ray. You're awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it. You guys are the best. So these are located in the testes. So this is where, sperm being produced, that is going to be our spermatogenesis. This is where that takes place. The prostate is going to add fluid. The epididymis, this is going to store and mature sperm. And the seminal vesicles, this is also going to add fluid, particularly to semen. All right. 45, the release of an egg from the ovary is called what? That's awesome. And my AMTT final is tomorrow. This is perfect. Awesome. Good luck, Chelsea. You got this. Thank you guys so much for the gifts. You guys are awesome. All the women look at this one. I know. Sometimes as a man, I always feel a little guilty, like asking questions about like the female reproductive system. Sometimes I'm like, who am I to tell you what the right answer is, you know? But I have studied it. I do take it very seriously. The answer is B. It is ovulation. Ovulation is when the egg is released during the menstrual cycle. Fertilization is where we have the union of the sperm and egg. The menstruation is the shedding of the endometrial lining. Implantation is basically the embedding of the fertilized egg into the uterus. So I just put fert egg to uterus. 46. Which hormone promotes the thickening of the endometrium? We'll have a copy of this one after the live. Yeah, I can post this one I can post this one. Teacher, you'd be surprised somebody went down. Yeah, something they do, yeah. No, for sure. I think it's important that everyone knows like very much about like their reproductive health and whatnot. It's all very important. Number 46, the answer is C. It is progesterone. So progesterone prepares and maintains the endometrium for potential pregnancy. So this is going to repair and maintain. Estrogen helps build it up. But progesterone is really what sustains it. Testosterone, that's a male sex hormone, follicle-stimulating hormone that is going to stimulate follicle growth. So estrogen does help prepare and build up the lining, but progesterone is what's really going to sustain it and build up that thickening of it to support a pregnancy. 47, the structure that carries sperm from the epididymis to the urethra is called what? So when we go from the epididymis to the urethra, what is that called? Fantastic. It is the vas deferens. That is what transports sperm during ejaculation. Again, the seminiferous tubules, that was the site of sperm production. The ureter carries urine, not sperm. So no sperm in the ureter. Ejaculatory ducts, this is where the vas deferens meets the seminal vesicle. And then 48, we have our last couple of questions here. Where does fertilization typically occur? I have my final on this tomorrow. Awesome. Good luck on your final, Jenny. You got this. Fantastic. It is D, is the fallopian tube. So this is where we see our sperm meet our egg. The uterus is the site of implantation of a fertilized egg. The ovary is where the egg is released from. And then the vagina, that's where sperm enters. 49. What structure produces testosterone? I have a final on this tomorrow. Good luck, Marissa. You got this. Do I do any orgo-chem or biochem? I have a final on this tomorrow. Good luck, Marissa. You got this. Do I do any orgo-chem or biochem? Yes, I do. I do mainly anatomy and physiology, but I have been working on getting more content on that stuff as well. But we are mainly anatomy and physiology. But yeah, there will be more stuff on that as well. The answer is B. It is our Leydig cells. Leydig cells are found in the testes. They produce our testosterone. The prostate gland is going to help produce our seminal fluid. Epididymis stores it. Seminal vesicle contributes to the volume of semen. But Leydig cells are going to produce the testosterone, and these are in the testes. Last question here. The female structure homologous to the male penis is what? And by homologous, what I'm referring to is what structure comes from the same embryonic tissue. Fantastic. It is C. It is the clitoris. So the clitoris and the male penis, they develop from the same embryonic tissue. They're both sensitive to stimulation and whatnot. The cervix is the neck of the uterus. The vagina is the birth canal, and the uterus, again, for the implantation. Those are all the questions that I did have today, guys. I may be going live again sometime this week if there's enough requests for it, if I get enough DMs or emails. But for now, we'll be going live again next week on May 26th. And this is when I'm going to start going live every single day. So we're going to start going live every day. And Mondays are typically A&P1. So May 26th will be A&P1. Tuesday is A&P2. Wednesday for now, because it's been requested already, skeletal and joints. Friday will be pharmacology. And then Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday, I will be taking requests. Either send me a DM, send me an email. I'm going to put a post out on Sunday for you guys to comment on. And I'll take the most popular requests for everything. Summer semester is coming up. I want to get as much content out as possible. If you want a video request for anything for A&P, let me know. I'm more than happy to do it. Do I have a time that I go live for A&P2? So it's probably going to be at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's the most common one. If it changes, I'll let you guys know for sure. I'll let you guys know on Sunday for the times. I am currently working on a A&P study guide for the HESI and TEAS. It's coming out soon. It's almost done. It should be out relatively soon. Perfect. Thank you so much. You're the best. You guys are the best. Honestly, I'm not sure about Canadian time, but it is Eastern Standard Time if you just look up what your time is to Eastern Standard Time. I'll be presenting your study guides to my fellow students at school. We all need a good refresh. Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. What is TEAS? It's like an entrance exam to some people's programs. It could be nursing, some radiology programs. It kind of depends on your school. I think I'm hoping you can pass this thing. You got this. You definitely will be passing. What kind of anatomy to get into piercings? I'm actually not too sure about that. I've never been asked that question. Send me like a DM or email. I can maybe look into that. I would assume probably like skin anatomy. So your like layers of the skin, epidermis, dermis, some probably like major blood vessels and nerves. That potentially some ear and mouth anatomy. Navel anatomy for belly button piercing. Like pretty much anywhere you would get a piercing, probably for that area. You're an awesome instructor. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. I want some anatomy exam questions. Skin anatomy. Yeah, we can definitely do some skin anatomy. Yeah, some integumentary system. We can definitely do some of that. I want to practice more kinesiology. Not sure if you do. Yeah, no, I do kinesiology. I'm my undergraduate, so I double major. So I was kinesiology and biomed. So I did kines. TEAS has like science, which is A&P, biochem, math, reading, grammar, and stuff. My contact information is in my bio. You can either send me a DM or my email is medzig.ollie@gmail.com if you want to get in touch with me. If you want to send any requests. I'll stick around here for a little bit to answer any just quick questions. Definitely need to study over the summer. Or the hardest class I've ever taken. Yeah, I know. Back to the previous page. Yeah, real quick. But again, this will be on YouTube as well. And then I'll post this practice test for you guys to do yourself. I will put a link to it in the YouTube video that I post, like a link to the test. I'll put a link in the YouTube video that I post. But I'll stick around for a couple questions. Just to recap here before we all head off and whatnot. Thank you guys so much for joining. I really appreciate you guys being here. I love doing these live streams. I love anatomy and physiology. I love teaching it. I love tutoring it. These are so fun to do. I post everything to YouTube afterwards as well. It's linked in my bio. Also, my notes and practice tests and study guides are all linked in my bio as well. I post videos here on TikTok too as well. I do video requests, so if you want me to make a video, I'm more than happy to. I try to respond to as much as I can. I'm new, but that was very helpful. I appreciate you being here, T. Thank you for welcome. Yeah, but if you, let me subscribe. Yeah, no, please subscribe. I would appreciate it. I would definitely appreciate it. And the watch time. I'm so close to getting monetized, so I could definitely use some watch time. It would be really helpful. I could definitely, if I get monetized, I can definitely start setting aside some more time for some more videos. So, the more support I get from you guys, the more content I'm gonna get out on a Thursday. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. A refresh between class. All right. Thursday we will do integumentary system. Anything in particular about the integumentary system that you want to see any Thursday? Any Thursday. Okay. Rock. Anything in particular about it? If you want, just send me just so I can be reminded, because sometimes the comments go away after the live stream. Send me a DM on like the topics that you want to see in the integumentary system. Pretty much we'll just go over like the skin layers, probably like some stuff like that. Skin, okay. Bio 101. Yep, awesome. Phone, check out those guys. Yes. Taking in the fall, yes. Yeah, we'll be doing this stuff in the fall too. We'll be doing it over the summer. We're going to be pumping out the content for summer and fall for sure. YouTube videos, live streams, TikTok videos, all of the above for sure. But I am going to get going here soon. But were there any other questions? Again, we'll be live again next week. I may go live this week again. Not sure what day, what time. Today's Wednesday. Thank you for the heart. I appreciate it. T, thank you. But all in all, excuse me, my throat's getting a little dry. I'm just trying to create a great anatomy and physiology community. Just uplifting, trying to provide tips and make it easier. I love the class, and if I could make someone else love the class too, or make it easier for anybody, that, it's my life goal now. Thank you. Yeah, thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate you guys being here. You guys are awesome. But yeah, next week, May 26th, every day. I may go live again depending on how how time goes. But yeah, we might do some live streams between now and the 26th. But I will let you guys know ahead of time if there is. Definitely give some topic requests. I don't take my class until spring, but please keep going. I definitely will. I love doing this, so you guys keep me going for sure. So I definitely appreciate you guys a lot. Any quick questions here? I'm going to go. Any quick questions? I used you to pass anatomy this semester. Thank you, Nora. Congratulations on passing anatomy. That's awesome. That's incredible. Congratulations. I hope you're proud. If we could also get a congratulations in the chat for Nora as well for passing. Thank you so much, T, for the finger hearts. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much. Any quick questions before I get going? And then I know some people sent some DMs and emails. I'll get to them as soon as I can. And then I will get this video uploaded as soon as I can, and a blank practice test with the answers as well will be up there. And I will be putting the link to that practice test in the YouTube video replay. And yeah, send me any video requests too. I'm more than happy to make them. How do I sub on YouTube? My YouTube name. You can just go to my TikTok profile. There's a link to my YouTube, but it's just my name. It's Ollie Herzig on YouTube. It's right here. I made another video on how I made notes for anatomy too. I'm trying to make more stuff on YouTube. YouTube videos just take a little longer to make sometimes. But I want to post an anatomy and physiology lecture series. I want to do some how to study videos, all the bunch of just tips and advice on stuff as well. And just how to do things. Okay, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Alrighty, I am going to get going. Once again, I just want to say thank you all so much. I prefer the shorter term stuff. So I can retain. Yeah, that's what it seems. Yeah, people will definitely prefer shorter stuff nowadays. Longer videos will be for some people request, whoever requested longer form content videos. But I figure sometimes it'll be a little easier to have. I've been trying to do lectures, but shorter lectures, I want them to kind of be I don't want to just do chapter on cardiovascular system. It's I want to do a lecture on blood flow through the heart lecture. I try to keep them between 5 and 10 minutes by topic to keep them shorter, but a little longer, a little more detailed. Just so it's a little easier and more organized, because TikTok isn't incredibly organized. Ways to study would be helpful. Yes, awesome. Your content is perfect. You are the best. Awesome. Thank you so much. The one I can't seem to retain is the nervous system. Okay. We can definitely do some more nervous system. The nervous system, honestly, I don't know. I also took I took AP Psych in high school. So when I did anatomy and physiology, nervous system wasn't too bad for me. But what I think what makes the nervous system so bad is you go through the skeletal system, learning and memorizing all the bones, and then you go through the muscular system and you learn all the muscles and the origins and insertions. And honestly, by the time you're done with that, you're pretty beat. You're pretty worn out. You really went through the ringer. And then they introduce all of the nervous system stuff. So I think it comes down to the timing of it. Is your study guide for AMP2 the entire semester? Yes. It does have in this description the chapters that are included. I have all the individual chapters listed. The bundles include the chapters, and then if you go to the individual chapter, it'll tell you all the topics. So my AMP2 goes from like chapter 17 to 28. So it goes over like the endocrine system, then it goes over hormones, blood, heart, blood vessels, lymphatic, respiratory, digestive, urinary, reproductive. So all of that is what it covers. Expeditions and the nervous system as well. It's just daunting. Yeah, I know. Awesome, perfect. Thank you. Yeah, no problem. Good morning to you. Any other quick questions as well? When am I on normally? Next week again we'll be live normally I'm live every day. Lately I haven't been because a lot of people were in between semesters, like spring and summer. So I just haven't been going live. Normally I've been trying to do at least AMP1 and AMP2. And then like tutoring for finals and stuff has me pretty busy anyway. But normally it's around 1 p.m. every day. So normally around that time. And then they get posted to YouTube. The time does change sometimes depending on work. But I always try to keep people updated on when that does change. But you can expect it to be around that time. That's when I'm going to go to work. Yeah, no, there will be some times when it's on other times. Like sometimes it'll be earlier in the day. Sometimes I do them later in the day around like 7 or 8 p.m. Sometimes like 10 or 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It kind of just, depends. But I just say 1 p.m. generally. I just finished my finals. Awesome. I hope they went well, T. I hope they went well. Did you say 6 sections? Oh, you have 4 kids. Oh, sorry, I was reading back a couple of comments. You have 4 kids. Yeah, I bet trying to study long term is definitely long-term format is definitely rough. What advice would I give to a high school student studying anatomy? To be honest, I didn't take anatomy in high school. I'm not really familiar about the expectations of a high school anatomy course. But what the advice that I would give you, practice labeling a lot. Take any pictures from class, cover them up, label them, practice that. Terminology, so like terms. Use flashcards. Practice explaining stuff out loud to someone. Draw things out. But I have to pass the TEAS by August 1st, but I wanted to try to brush up sooner. So I can try it sooner so I can brush up. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, definitely sooner just in case you need to retake it is definitely always a good idea. I have all my prereqs position. Honestly, if you have all your prereqs, I don't think you should be too worried. See you next time. Awesome, thank you. Any clever mnemonics? I have anything in particular. I have a couple for certain things. I know you were asking about the skin. I have one. I'll give that one, then I'll. So there's come, let's get sun burnt. This is for the layers of the epidermis from superficial to deep. This is the corneum, the lucidum, granulosum. Sorry, I ran out of room. Spinosum and the basal basal layer. That's for the skin, for the layers. Oh gosh, that's great. Last question. Does the bundle package include study questions and practice quizzes? So they have, I wouldn't say like practice quizzes, but they do have study questions. They were questions that pretty much I was like asked, or that I made for my exams that were useful for my exams, if that makes sense. So they're not like, what's this, A, B, C, and D. It's kind of like a question and then an answer. And then I like, they're on my iPad, so I would kind of just like I would, like kind of just like, question answer. And I would just kind of take this and then copy the question and paste them somewhere else and practice with them. But let me see. I can go through my... let's just say the heart. I'll show you what they look like. They look like this, essentially. They have, like, during the question and then the answer. That's essentially what they look like in that section. Does that make sense? Does that help? Perfect. Okay. 34, and I went back to college at 32. I'm not the most confident right now. Oh, no, dude. School at any age is so impressive. There are so many people that say that they are a certain age and can't go to school because of that, but you are going to school, which is impressive. It's definitely impressive. I feel like the biggest thing when it comes to like anatomy and physiology and just stuff in general, people definitely need to give themselves more credit than they give themselves. Like you are a lot better than you sometimes think you are, you know? I think I'm a bit roasted. So thank you. See you next live. See you next live. Alrighty, I'm gonna any just quick last questions here. I know I've been saying that and I answer questions, but any like last questions. Passed my HESI anatomy part with a 92. Thanks to you. Awesome. That's awesome. Congratulations. That's incredible. I know sometimes I read on my screen and I miss things. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. I'm sorry if you have to repeat it. But yeah, just stay consistent. You guys definitely got this. Alrighty. I am going to get going. Thank you guys again so much. I hope to see you guys next week. I'm like, for this crazy math too. I'm like, no, I know. I think you said earlier you had kids and stuff. That's so impressive. Like, when I was doing my master's, I had classmates who had kids, and I was like complaining about something, and they were like, oh yeah, like, I had stuff with that too, and like my kid was sick and I had to take care of my kid, and I was like, you know what? I don't even know how I could do this with a kid. Like, kudos to you for doing it with children too. I don't know how. I'm fortunate enough that I don't have that as well. But my YouTube, yes, I do. I upload the replays to YouTube. They're here on Ollie Hertzeg. It's also linked in my TikTok bio. But yeah, I couldn't imagine. There is definitely like, oh my gosh. I can't even express the amount of like impressment I have with people who can do school and raise children at the same time. I really can't stress how incredible that is. You're also like, in my opinion, I think you're really showing them like a great role model too, and like taking care of them and like, you know, going back to school and getting your education and stuff. Like, you guys are definitely good role models as well. But all right, guys, I'm going to get going. I hope to see you all again next week on May 26th in a future live stream. I tell them all the time not to wait. Yeah, no, I get that. I hope to see you guys in a future live stream, potentially maybe again this week. I'll keep you guys updated. But thank you guys so much for all the likes, all the follows, all the comments, and participating in the questions, and all the kind words and everything. You guys, sometimes I could cry thinking about how happy I am to be doing this and stuff. Like, you guys make this so much fun, and I appreciate you guys. You guys are the reason why I can do this. So thank you guys, and have a great rest of your day. And I'll be posting some videos this week, so stay tuned for those. and everything else, and hope to see you guys again soon. Have a great rest of your day, everybody.